Hey, Carl here. New day today, and what will. Well, since it's a new day, let's start with this, okay? Don't let yourself be defined by your past. Now, what does this mean? Um, we have the bad habit of defining ourselves with words and judgments. Words. What are words? Words are energy, wavelengths, sound waves. Now, how can a word define what you are, or even define anything? Um, I think the best approach is to realize that um, words are to be seen rather as a tool to communicate than a than an absolute truth or actually fusing with reality. And so when you realize this, you'll notice that most of the words you use to define yourself are, are just waves. So it's empowering, especially if you're defining yourself with bad words, with negative words, and you know that really affects you. It, I mean, it does not only affect your energy and your happiness, but it also affects your posture. So, like, if you define yourselves with words such as failure or unworthiness, you might just walk up in the world and look down and project what you think about yourself. And you don't want that because, well, you want to be happy, you want to move forward in life, and you definitely want to leave that heavy weight you're carrying around in the junk where it should have been long ago. So um, think about this. There's no words that amount to your true worth. There will never be a word that will amount to your true worth. And why? Why is that? Because you're unique. You've been created in a unique way. You have a unique energy. You have unique imperfections. And how can a single word or even multiple words define the complex being you are? And that's why, I mean, that's when you know, this thinking is also why it's kind of hard studying humans in science, because how can you ever define a human with mere words? Um, Change the script, okay? If you have to acknowledge to in order to get back your worth, in order to stop defining yourself with your past, you have to acknowledge that you are doing it. You have to acknowledge that there's a certain script you're playing back in your head over and over. And it may be hard to actually diffuse this script because it's been playing for so long that it's now in your subconscious mind. And this part is a bit more trickier because it requires you to to go deep within and have this deep talk with yourself, which is, why do I think I'm unworthy? Or why do I think I'm not meant for this awesome life? Or why do I think that I I should never get good grades, or I'm not ever going to get good grades? Whatever's the cause of you um, defining yourself by your past. And I mean, just time. Your time is always flowing by, and you're submitted to time. So, in a certain timeline of yourself, you were never the same. So how can a word be? How can a word, for example, this is the timeline of you. This is your birth. This is where you're now, and you've done something like right here, which you may want to qualify as maybe a failure or whatever, something negative. Usually, it's negative stuff that uh, we we hold on to. I don't know why. So how can something you are judging about yourself here let you hold on to it until here, where you're not even the same person anymore? Well, figure that out, my friend, because you don't want to live that anymore. And you know what? Um, it it happens again. Like I think sometimes we have a moment of vulnerability, and we fall back again into that thinking. Um, uh, I had a moment where in my life where I thought I was a victim, and I like put that aside, changed script, and in the I mean in a few and I had a new story not long ago that was starting to play. That was like, oh, are you lost? Are you not sure where you're going? And a new story would play back. And you know what? I just remembered this, what I'm talking to you about, and I just reapplied it, and I was like, oh, okay. I started replaying a new story. Uh, okay, well, put it in the garbage. It's a new day. I hope this helps you out, and I wish you the best. So, see ya.